Are we recording about it right now?
Yes, we are recording.
Okay, because I actually do have a question.
Alrighty, go. Fire away then. Locked
Okay.
and loaded. Aaron Chase, welcome to the Buddycast. Our guest here is Jackson Lynn.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man.
Aaron is ready, so what do
So-
you have for him?
So
Feed him.
we were just talking to Zero about being Donald Glover. So Seth Rogen. Like,
That kind of gave you the laugh there.
so Seth Rogen, I'm sure you get that all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you handle that?
Thank you. I say yeah. I usually say I get that all the time.
Yeah.
And they usually say, "Do people tell you you look like Seth Rogen?" That's usually what they say.
Mm.
Lately, I've been getting Post Malone a lot too.
Jesus.
One time I went to a music festival, and I got it like 25 times. It was bad.
You should have used that to bump your followers up.
Like
Could-
just
well, I can't be like, yeah, I am, because I don't have face tattoos. But yeah.
We can make that happen, dude.
Halloween,
You,
bro.
well, you go. We send you to like EDC after you got cut and like you get some 24-hour face, like some henna on your face. That'll be perfect. And then we're gonna get you to 5,000 easy.
Yo, did you guys see the guy who copied all of Lil Xan's face tattoos?
No.
Yeah, he mimicked all. He actually did
permanently. Oh. Wow.
it. He for real did it. Like a fucking idiot.
That's like a bad decision squared. That's crazy. What the fuck? Why would you? I hate that kid.
He's a true fan, though.
He's a stan.
That's a true fan.
That's a stan. I call him a. You know Stan?
Eminem?
Yeah. Are you a hip hop fan?
Somewhat. I like lots of different music.
Gotcha. They call them stans in hip hop. If you're obsessing over a musician to the point where you do something like that, it's a stan. Anyway,
Because of the Eminem song, though.
because the Eminem, yeah. So, what got you? Again, cliche question, but what got you into comedy?
Well, looking like Seth Rogen.
No.
No. I don't know, I always wanted to do comedy. Honestly, it's the boring answer, but as a kid growing up, honestly, what really inspired me to write was watching Seth Rogen movies. I'm dead serious.
That's awesome.
I was very young when I saw The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Had like the DVD, watched all the special features, realized, oh, this guy's in it, and he's a producer, and he's writing it with Judd Apatow. And I love that. I love that he was in it and writing it, and I always wanted to do that. So I
Nice.
started doing that. The middle school did theater, and I liked acting, so I just wanted to keep going towards that.
Yeah. So what like? When was your first show? Like how did you get the courage to get on stage the first time?
I had a classmate at Cal State LA in an acting class, and
Oh, you've been in like acting for real for a while.
Cal State LA was my first year at Cal State LA. I stopped acting. I mean, after that, I did improv classes at like UCB and Groundlings and shit. But
Oh, I mean performing in general. You've been in it.
oh yeah, I mean, I never had problem with stage fright.
Right.
That was never my issue with going up. My issue was always going up with shit that I wrote. Kind of
Right.
putting yourself out there. And
I haven't met many other comics that come from like a theater background. That's really rare.
it helps. It kind of helps. It definitely helped. I never cared about getting up on stage. That was cool for me. I always knew I wanted to keep doing it.
Nice.
So.
I'm sorry, man. So your first show?
First show was at the Ice House Improv. I mean, Ice House Open Mic a while ago.
What weird cross company is that? The Ice House Improv.
Ice House. No, it was a little while ago. It was like 4 years ago. It was the very first time I did it, and
So you've been at it 4 years solid.
no, 2 years solid.
Okay.
For 2 years, I did it like twice a year, like 2-3 times a year, and really, I really don't count any of that stuff. I don't do any of those jokes that I was doing. I was horrible, but it was I don't know what pushed me to start doing it. I always knew I wanted to, and it was really wasting my time doing it 3 times a year. So
you just went all in.
yeah.
What is like your writing process? This is so weird coming from zero to you now. Is it completely
You
different?
know what's even weird is that listeners don't have to know that. They
Oh,
don't
no.
know that these are the same day all squished into one.
It was raining and it was easier, but
Little tidbit for the listener.
no, it's interesting to get a completely different because we booked both of you because you're both great and you have work ethic and all that stuff. It's interesting how you're just polar opposites of people, but I'm being zero right now, so.
I have very poor work ethic. Very poor work ethic. You guys were asking me earlier, where was I going, and I do comedy, and I told you I want to play Jedi Fallen Order. I have bad work ethic. My writing process, whenever I think of something funny, I write it down on my phone. Eventually, I elaborate on it, and Like I'll sit down and I really do not like take the time every day to fucking write. I know I need to. I know I should. I know I'll get better. But
What
I don't
makes
do
it?
it. I don't do it.
Okay, this is fascinating.
I'm super lazy, man. I'm super lazy.
Like, what motivates you to actually do it? Like when you're like, holy fuck, I'm in gear. Let's do this shit. What makes you do it?
When I'm on a roll, when I have some good shows, I get really excited, and I kind of the creative juices kind of get flowing, and I write more stuff when I'm feeling it. You know, if I'm bombing, I'm not. I don't feel creative.
Yeah.
I don't even feel creative. So I kind of have to be doing well, but I want to change that. I've got to sit down and write more. You know,
Yeah.
I don't do it enough.
Is there? I mean, for me, I don't know, George. Is there anything that you do that like pumps you up, other than like listening to Nas? I guess.
Not really. I kind of, I'm more of like the, I should be able to have a decent set any night. You know, it's like I just got it's reps for me, and if I show up, it's on me to make it laugh, make it happen. So my mood doesn't really change it, so I don't feel the need to get amped up before a show. I do, however, still continue to get nervous before I go on stage. So I wouldn't say stage fright is a problem, but it's definitely something I kind of look for. If I'm not nervous, I don't do well.
Everyone says you always stay nervous. You know.
Yeah.
Really? Everyone's told me it goes away, and I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Just like everyone says there's a runner's high. Oh, you can go fuck yourself. Whatever. You are all high.
Yeah, I have not ran that far or long enough to get there.
I thought I did. No, doesn't exist. Fucking stupid.
You just blacked out.
Possibly.
See, I always like with the motivating myself. I like to watch other people be good at stuff, whether it's at comedy or movies or music or whatever.
It's one of the most inspiring things.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're very right.
Like, so is there any, like, do you have a person you look up to where you're like, every time I watch them do it, I'm like, I want to do it?
There was something I just watched recently that it's comics. There's a lot of, when I see good comics, I just saw a great comic, Eric Dorian. He's an LA comic that just really, really, really inspired me to go home and write. You know, I was like, damn, I wish I could do it as effortlessly as this guy. And you just got to keep working on it. It's fucking
What a craftsman answer, I guess. So you just gotta keep working,
dude.
you know? Show up to work, keep doing it.
You're just so chill.
It's the only way you get better.
That's so funny.
Would you consider yourself like a comedy nerd? Do you consume a lot of comedy in general?
No,
No.
not really. I do. No.
What else do you do?
I'm lazy with my TV too.
That's the most 2019 level of.
Straight up.
Yeah,
I
I can't keep up on all these shows. It's a lot of work.
That's
really
not a
excited.
lie, though, dude.
It's hard.
Fuck.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say I'm excited for Ronnie Chang's. It's out on Netflix right now, and I still haven't seen it. It looks,
yeah.
the clips I've seen on Instagram are hilarious. So that one looks like it's gonna be really good.
Do you have a comic that like your top 5?
I would say I'll tell you the ones that really inspired me in the first place.
Okay.
In middle school and growing up, I listened to the two mostly were Cat Williams and Dane Cook. Those were my top two. Because like Dane Cook was giant when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
And when I would go to the movies, he had posters next to all the movies. If his fucking stand-up specials, I'd go to Target through the CD sections. I see Dane Cook's albums. I was so intrigued by it. I would ask for them. I got them. And I started listening to them. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then, middle school, man. Cat Williams. Fucking.
Cat Williams is hilarious.
Yeah, it's Pimp and Pippin, the Pimp Chronicles. Those are some of the best stuff. in the world.
Timeless, too. Timeless.
Yes.
I rewatched it recently. I was like, this man is so good at what he does. He may be out of his fucking mind, but Cat Williams is very good at what he does.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So much energy.
Yeah, the real, like, using the whole stage. That guy,
Yeah.
he's great.
I have a really weird question for you. How do you think the audience perceives you? Like let's say you do a show and the average audience member leaves and goes talk about you to someone else. What do they say?
That guy killed me. No, I mean, honestly, man, I hope that they say that I was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
At least I was, watchable. That's all I hope for. I just want to be liked. I just want to be somewhat liked.
You have the dude vibe. Okay. Like you've seen Big Lebowski?
No, I know who the dude is, but
okay, you know his vibe.
I know so many movie references Never seen any of them.
Interesting. Yeah, man. I think you'd like the Big Lebowski. It's really good. But there's this dust in the wind vibe that he has. This like, this is what I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do that, and that's the vibe that you have. Like this very like I want people to like me, and I want to make them laugh. That's all. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's all I want to do to make money. Really.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I could possibly be really great at.
Yeah.
That's what I know I could be great at, and I don't want to spend too much time doing something else. Because that's why I didn't really continue doing school, because I knew that I wanted to fucking do comedy. I knew I wanted to put my time there. Hindsight, should have finished school.
Wait, finish
school. I should have finished school, gotten a better job.
Yeah.
What were you going to school for?
I majored in theater. But I would have changed it if I kept going for sure. I wouldn't have kept that. I really didn't like the theater at Cal State LA.
Why?
It was pretty remedial to my high school, and I was only in the first classes. But even then, I just still didn't want to keep doing it.
Right.
I was just like,
Also, the theater and the acting world is not as fun as the comedy people. Like, you know what I mean?
No, going on auditions is not as fun as going to open mics. Both hard, I'd imagine, in their own way. Well, open mics is. I don't know about going to auditions. I hear it's hard.
Yeah,
I hear it's a fucking pain, but
yeah, and actors don't have they're not as genuine.
no, because they got to be.
Yeah, I guess
they got to put on
actors.
their happy face
Yeah.
anytime they walk into these rooms.
Were your parents always like, "Yeah, go ahead, man, go Jackson"?
My parents were pretty into me
damn.
doing what I want to do.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what was your I don't know, what's the average childhood? What was your childhood like? Where'd you grow up?
Rancho. I grew up in Rancho. I'm from Rancho. My family moved there in 1999. Still building all those houses. I lived all over Rancho. My parents divorced when I was in second grade, but they both stayed in Rancho. That's why I lived in so many different places. They moved around too, but it was always their divorce was amicable. They were all pretty nice with each other. It was cool.
Dude, no, I'm laughing.
Listen, it was not bad.
I know.
It was not bad for me. Growing up,
talking to people like you and Zero and William Henderson.
Aaron's just emotionally traumatized from his childhood.
No, I'm excited. I'm like, oh shit, this is what this is a real childhood supposed to be. This is awesome. No, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around. I always viewed comics as these people who went through ridiculous, crazy, traumatic shit, and that's why they're here. But I'm starting to realize that no, some people just want to be funny.
Yes, I would say my traumatic thing, if I had to chalk it up to anything, it's probably, I don't know, maybe my relationship with my father, possibly.
Classic.
Yeah, he's he's one of the hard ass type dads, and I don't know. He's always been supportive too. I don't even have that much of a real problem with him.
We argued that one time.
It's just Honestly, there was a Christmas where I was expecting a little bit more. And,
he only got you one controller. How are you supposed to play with your friends?
Yeah. This console only comes with one, Dad.
No, I'm not I'm not saying you got to dig for pain or anything. I just I'm always impressed and shocked when I meet comics you get. You're such a chill, calm, reasonable person. It's
easier to be that way than I don't know, trying to find issues in things. I don't like to, I'd rather just let things be as they are.
Man, you've always thought this way?
A while. For a while. I was a pretty chill kid. I started smoking weed pretty early.
There you go.
Yeah. Again.
How early is early?
The first
two.
time.
Two. His mom passed me the joint. Fucking hit that.
A little thing
Don't be
called the womb. No, the first time I ever smoked was in 6th grade, but I did once in 6th grade.
Did you even get high?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Really, I didn't honestly know. Then I definitely the second time is the first time I really felt it, and I here and there in middle school, but mostly I started in freshman year. It was a lot. That's when I started smoking a lot habitually, and. I don't know. I don't really regret it too much.
Were you just asking your parents for 20s every weekend? Yo, can I borrow $20?
No.
For what?
It was I would mostly get about $10 for a weekend, and I always had chores to do, and I would get that from my mom and dad here and there. Sometimes here it's $20, sometimes 10. And yeah, I would spend it on weed, or there was a summer where I spent it on ecstasy. I was in between middle school and high school. It's the summer between 8th and 9th grade.
God damn, dude.
And I was going to there was the place out in, I think it's Riverside or Redlands, I can't remember. Or it's San Bernardino. It's the Hudson Theater out here, where they do. It used to be called Gotham City. You guys from around the area?
Nope.
I am.
Okay.
I'm from here, but I didn't. My life is different.
Yeah.
So
I'm from here, but I'm black.
Gotham City was an all ages club where shit went down.
Yeah,
Lots of shit went down, and I started going there and other little raves throughout San Bernardino.
When you were just out of middle school, going into high school.
Yeah, I looked older. I looked a little older. So
Yeah.
like I would tell people that I was 18 or like 17, and they would buy it.
Right.
These were going to places where they're not checking IDs. We're going to all ages places, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. but I knew I could only do it for like that summer. After that summer, I was like, "There's no way I'm going to keep doing this throughout high school. Like I can't keep just doing this to my fucking brain." So
I am so blown away by your your zen but very intelligent vibe, very self-aware. Like you seem to know when you're taking stuff too far. You know when you need to back it up. You know when you need to push harder. How?
I try to be self-aware. I try to be very self-aware.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually you're making me blush.
No,
I try.
no problem, man. Actually, you've never listened to this podcast, right?
Sorry, no.
No, it's fine. It's totally understandable.
If you listened, I would apologize to you.
Yeah. But
Well, you know what? I'm gonna listen to this one.
Even then, though, like halfway, if that.
there's this. My favorite question. I love to ask it is who in the IE or just in our level, I guess, would you say is underrated, needs more shine, is really good, but people don't seem to notice it.
Let's see. Lately, I've been really frequenting Chatterbox lately, which is a little west of here. But as far as the Riverside people,
Dope room, by the way. I bomb regularly. Or when I started, I've been there maybe 3 times. I've bombed twice. And then the third time, I think I just blacked out. I didn't remember.
it's a difficult room. It's one of the hardest rooms.
It's
man.
fun, though. It's fun.
You're making me want to go.
Yeah,
Definitely go. Check it out, for sure.
Oh, it's a blast. It's one of the best mics in
When?
freaking LA, and it's not even LA. Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't
You
have
can go.
Wednesdays at the
You could
moment,
go
so-
there, then you can go to House of Pong.
Nice. Okay.
But I
Also,
don't know,
it doesn't have to be IE. Just anyone at our level. Obviously, you can't be like this famous comedian is underrated, but like just someone that we would probably know or the area knows.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he stops by every now and again.
Do you guys? I think you've had him out in some Riverside shows. Callahan Welsh.
He's so funny.
Dude.
He's so funny. So weird and so funny.
Dude, Callahan is the shit.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He's so funny. There, we were on my first show I was ever on was a Young Goat show, and it was with him. And he said "fuck you, mom" to my mom, and it was one of the funniest things ever. My mom was talking. my mom was almost heckling. So
What is he? That's him. That's for real him.
yeah, man. The first
Pretty much.
time I ever seen him at an open mic, he went up, and he's like, "I'm too nervous. I can't do this." And he put the mic stand back in the mic and left. And it was a joke. It was he did it like
That was the joke.
Yeah, dude. He left. And he left. He left. He did not come back. It was great.
Yeah, commit to the bit.
And I truly thought he was insane. I thought he was a crazy person.
Well,
I
is
was
he-
like, I don't even know what to think of him. And then I started seeing him at other mics, and I was like, oh, okay, he's awesome.
Yeah.
This is him.
I got his name from someone back home in Hawaii, and so that's why I plugged him in. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking great, dude. You can come back anytime." Unfortunately, he's so far, he doesn't. But it's like, dude, just hit me up, dude.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
He's Hawaiian. Are you Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
He's from Hawaii.
Callahan.
Yeah.
That's where I
Yeah.
got that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
Hawaii.
Maui, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy. We need to put him on here.
Yeah, I agree. He's fun. He's just so far. It's like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of drive. He's a busy man as well. So
Is
I don't know.
he successful?
He's funny. He's funny. That's all that matters to me is
on
if you're funny.
Yeah, very true. But on his Instagram, I see him doing things. Like I see him going down to San Diego doing. There's a contest out there at the American Comedy Co. I think that's what it is. He's been doing it the past couple weeks, past couple months. I think he's doing well.
I wouldn't describe you as a very competitive guy.
I don't try to be. Secretly, I am definitely. I mean, in your head. And Anthony Jeselnik talks a lot about how he just thinks, he has to believe that he's the best at this. He thinks he's the best at this. He believes he's the best at this, and it's deep down. I think everybody really thinks that, and you gotta believe that. I really truly believe that, and I want to get to that point. You want to get to the point where you're at your best.
So
that's all I really want to do.
What's your goal? Like, you're not. Obviously, we all want to be successful comedian, but like, what is your reasonable, realistic goal?
Dude, fucking just a paid enough to pay my bills with comedy. That's it.
Same.
You know, getting paid at clubs. If I can get into the fucking improv circuit, levity circuit, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you know, I don't know how it works. I know it's fucking hard. I know it's expensive. I know sometimes you got to pay for your fucking plane tickets to get out there. You got to put yourself in the hole a little bit to actually get to a point where they'll fly you out there. And
do you have any pet peeves in comedy? Anything that you see at open mics where you're like, "Fuck, can you not?"
I try to not have those. I try to not have those, man.
Yo, I'm gonna find your darkness. That's my goal.
There's always
No,
things
he uses
that,
crystals, bro.
no, I'm not about that.
Essential oils. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm about.
They smell good. Sorry, man. What were you saying?
No. Definitely, I get annoyed when there's people who are just talking, you know, for the most part, and not even trying to be funny. Like, there's people who are talking and can be funny with it, but like,
Why do all of our guests attack me? Like, fucking, god damn it, dude.
I wasn't gonna say it, George, but no, not you guys at all. But that's one thing. Also, I don't know.
Dude, you're just so goddamn zen.
I guess I'm pretty, dude. Whenever a girl is on stage, just get her off.
Stick your finger in her and get her to fuck off, you know?
No, obviously, I'm just kidding, JK. But
Stop winking at us. What do you mean?
Speaking of that, relationships.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm in a long-term relationship.
Okay.
I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years.
Okay, so she is down to ride with this comedy shit.
Yeah. I mean, so far so good. We've been together since high school. She's also an actress, so she does shows here and there. She hasn't done too many. In college.
What's her name?
Megan, MEHGAN.
Stop trying to fuck his girlfriend, weirdo.
Fuck you.
I don't know.
Do you not want to say?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, is that here on podcasts? Nobody ever. You're not supposed to say other people's names.
Do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
man.
I
People look her
genuinely
up.
don't
If
care.
she's an
This is
actress,
your
I don't
life.
think it hurts.
Well, she does. I mean, she's just doing local stuff.
Okay, I'm not even gonna. I won't even. Okay.
But she's
We're all just doing local stuff.
very, very true, and she's actually is very great. She was in a local production of the Addams Family musical in Riverside over
That's
here.
dope.
And she killed it. And she fucking killed it. She did it better than everybody in that fucking cast. It was great.
Who was she?
The Addams Family. Did you not hear?
All
Everyone.
of them.
Oh.
Everyone.
No,
Wednesday, Thursday.
She pulled an Eddie Murphy. Just fucking.
She was Wednesday. That's a great role.
That's
a
the
dope
role.
role.
That's
Yeah.
that was the role.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was
My boo.
cousin It. So. No,
No,
lines.
but she's great. We've been together for a long time. She doesn't care that I write jokes about her. Or I mean, my jokes about her aren't even like accurate. They're not even like really real jokes.
Or
Yeah.
mean or anything like that.
No, they're not. I don't have too many of those. But who knows? Those will probably come. They'll probably come.
That's dope that she's down to ride. Like, it's hard to find a girl that's down to ride. Like, my girlfriend now is definitely down for the comedy. Like, she's like, all right, do your thing. Like, I dated a girl for a long time who thought she was down for the ride and then was like, this is just too much for me. And I was like, I get it, but fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to wait for you. Sorry. You
Yeah.
can kick rocks then. So,
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. And you know, I wrestle with the fact that I think I love her more than comedy. I don't know. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
the fact that you don't know it means you love both a lot, though.
Yeah.
It's passion.
Yeah. It's hard. I don't know if she was like, hey, me or comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably say
That
comedy.
depends on the day.
Yeah, you're right.
That's fair.
Did you cook breakfast this morning? Let's have that conversation.
So, man.
Sorry, I just hit the table.
No, it's fine. Okay. All right. Now, my whole goal now is to find any negativity in you for fun.
All right.
No. I do have a question though. About. Oh, were you gonna say something?
No, I'm just trying to think of something I hate, and it's hard.
No.
It's hard to do.
Just be yourself. I'm just fucking around. But hecklers. How do you deal with? I don't think I've ever seen you get for real like angry heckled at.
By somebody who is angry, like the heckler's angry.
Yeah, heckler's angry. I don't think I've
No.
ever seen that.
No, the worst I think I've ever had it was at the Hideaway, maybe, and it was just a quick thing. It was with somebody. I was telling one of my jokes. It's a girl was offended by it and said something, and I really didn't know what to say. In hindsight, it was one of those things where like driving home, I was like, man, I fucking should have
should have said
Yeah.
this would have been hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't handle it too well, but there's such great opportunity with hecklers because I've had situations at open mics where somebody is talking and you do address it and it fucking kills. It's very funny to be in the room, and crowd work's just fun. It is fun if you could do it for some reason when it happens well. I mean, if you could actually do it well and do it well every time, and you know how to do it, that's an awesome skill. Crazy great skill.
Have you ever snapped on a heckler?
No, I don't think so.
Damn it!
I'm trying to no.
I'm gonna find something. It's like talking to Mr. Rogers that smokes weed.
I would. That'd be
You
crazy.
think Mr. Rogers didn't smoke weed? Hang
That's
on.
fair. That's fair. Mr. Rogers did LSD and acid. And
I'd be too afraid to.
God damn it! You don't even.
Oh no, I do LSD.
Oh, okay, good.
I do that shit.
Good. Just making sure. No.
I was just saying, I'd be too afraid to go crazy on somebody on stage. Like I wouldn't want to
Really?
even like make that like my image. I wouldn't want people to think that of me that way.
So you try to stay away from just negativity in general.
Yeah.
How do
Most part.
you handle interacting with someone like me who's super negative and cynical?
I just. Hey,
Yeah, I call him the N-word behind his back too.
I accept it. I accept it.
Okay.
I accept it for completely for what it is. And you know what I hate?
Yeah.
Now I've kind of thought about it. You
Oh,
know my
yeah.
pet peeve is for open micers and shit
Oh,
is
exciting.
when I could feel that they're trying too hard. You know what I mean? You kind of know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
it's like all right, like they know what they're doing is funny,
Yeah.
and it's like they're kind of like what's the I can't think of the word, like, not coy, but like they're like
Pretentious?
no, they're just like cute about their jokes a little bit. I don't know.
Almost dismissive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm better than you while I say that joke?
That too, but I mean that could be done well too.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Jess
I
will know.
appreciate that.
Hey.
But yeah, it's hard. I see that more in LA when people are just like only
Cynic.
premise,
Right.
you know.
So basically you get annoyed by comics that suck.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Not like, he's bombing, he's just bombing, but like someone who legitimately is just not good at this and they keep.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're like keep doing it because maybe I've only seen them one time.
That's fair. You're a very goddamn reasonable person.
But yeah, you know, I'll judge him. I'm definitely guilty of that thing where you see people bomb and you're just like, ooh, don't want to talk to that guy. You know,
That makes sense. So
it happens.
I just don't want to talk to anyone, and then as you go up, I decide if I'm going to talk to you later, kind of thing.
yeah.
Like it's just off the. Don't take it personally, but we're probably not going to talk. But if you have a great joke, I'm going to come tell you that's fucking hilarious, and then I'll walk away.
That's
Just let
probably
you
the best
know.
way to do it too, because I'm horrible at holding conversations, man. I'm not good at it. I just feel like as soon as I start a conversation, I'm just like, oh my god, where's this gonna go? like what am I gonna say next? I really don't know.
did this podcast give you that like type of anxiety, or are you good with podcasts?
This is the second podcast I've done,
Oh.
and I the first time I did it, I was a little nervous. The first one I did, and it went smooth. It went smooth. It was great. It was fun. So I really was not too nervous about coming to talk to you guys.
Oh,
I was actually looking forward to this. This is cool.
Thanks. Do you remember when we first met? I don't remember. I don't remember what happened. Did anything happen? Were we just like?
I think I saw Jackson probably at the Hideaway,
I can
and
see
then maybe the next week at an improv mic. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I feel like I remember maybe seeing you guys at the Flappers in
Claremont?
Claremont
Oh,
right before that closed. I went there
Maybe.
a couple times before it closed. I definitely remember seeing George there. But definitely
Right. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I don't remember. You didn't? Did you do the sound there and the lights?
Right at the end. Right at the end.
That's
and
when
right
I
at
was
the
going
end
there.
and right before Zach Elk got
Yeah,
there.
because Zach also was doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like I remember you from, and definitely the Hideaway.
Yeah,
Hideaway Worthington's. I don't remember which one I've been to first, but I definitely frequented the Hideaway. I really enjoyed the Hideaway. It's
Yeah,
fucking
same.
awesome.
We're excited.
But Worthington seems like it is really fucking kind of popped off, right?
Yeah. Worthing is kind of molding into its own thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. We're very. I wouldn't say offhand, but it's like it's weird how rooms are kind of alive. You know, that they're all different. You kind of got to adapt to what it is and figure out what's the best way to work it. And Aaron had a great idea about just making it smaller, and it's worked. You know, we pack everything else in a little tighter and run it a little tighter, and it's becoming fun. It was kind of a drag when we first got there, but I think I'm beginning to realize that most rooms when you first get there is kind of a drag.
Yeah, you kind of had to build it.
Yeah.
Get a reputation started.
Yeah.
Speaking of reputation and stuff in the IE, what do you think could be done better, in your opinion?
More mics, man.
Okay.
I feel like I'm even, not doing my part. I feel like I need to do something in Rancho or somewhere else.
Oh, like starting a show?
Yeah, a mic at least. Another one. But the only thing is just planning the time for it, like, because you guys have shit almost every day, and it's like,
yeah,
it'd be beneficial to have it before or after where you can go to one and then the next. But that's Rancho's a little far from Riverside too. So.
Have you ever hosted
something?
Have you ever hosted like shows or improv mic?
Not just once. Once I hosted a mic for the Young Goats.
Uh-huh.
They did a mic at a coffee shop or a boba place in Rancho. It was a horrible mic.
Why?
Horrible mic. It was a horrible place for a mic because they have these shakers that every drink gets shooken.
Oh my!
Every single drink gets shooken, and it's very loud.
Yeah,
it's like worse than a blender, and it would happen almost through everybody's set. And we're doing like 5-minute sets, so it happened once or twice almost.
That's dope. That's what makes you strong, though. Shitty rooms,
That's what they say, man. That's what they say, but I hated it. I hated it so much. I didn't want to go back there.
So do you have an interest in like hosting? Is that something?
Yeah, I do. I just want to work on the skills. It'll it's obviously beneficial.
Yeah.
So I would like to do it.
Yeah. I was saying beforehand, and we said it off record, so I'll say it again. I think hosting is a good indicator of whether you grasp comedy basics or not. And if you can't at least consistently host a good show, then you kind of have to rework what you're doing and re-strategize the way your career is going and how you're approaching this craft.
Yeah. Some people maybe just don't have the hosting gene.
I don't think it's a gene. I think it's a skill, And
yeah.
I think if you can't host a show, if you can't carry a show, you don't belong really being a feature anywhere, because you're doing that just for 15 to 30 minutes at a time, and so your room's gonna change. People are gonna walk in, people are gonna walk out. Like, you have to know how on your own to kind of be a one-person show and also not take away from the show. Like, your host should be good and at some points forgettable. So I think it's important for a host to realize that. But then that makes you a stronger comic. And it's like, can you tell your jokes in a place where they're shaking boba all the time and make that work and make it present? So I do think it makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, for sure.
That's what they say.
I mean, I don't know. You just started going back to the gym, you said. So
yeah, man.
With your, did you play sports in high school? Or
Just freshman football. I played the...
That sounds traumatic.
Well, I played football before. Only flag football.
You're like, I only played fucking tackle. None
Only
of this
street
flag fucking bullshit.
No, it was actually only flag. For all my middle school and elementary school, when I played football, was all flag football.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. My mom would not let my dad put me in Pop Warner, so it just never happened. But my dad would coach, and he made kids cry on multiple occasions, and that was absolutely hilarious to see. It was very embarrassing at the time, but like looking back on it, there was a time where he made a kid do a lap, and when the kid got to like the parking lot area, he just went and hid behind a car. And we were like 15 minutes go by, we're like where's Dalen? And we see Dalen peeking his head over the truck. It was ridiculous.
Still in uniform, just his fucking football helmet popping over the car.
He one time did, that you seen Longest Yard?
Yes.
Yeah.
That trick play at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He did that play in a flag football with like fifth graders. There's a bunch of fifth graders. Just like he's yelling at like the quarterback. The quarterback's yelling back at him like there's an issue, and then it happened.
Awesome.
Yeah, the receiver came over, got the ball, fucking threw to the quarterback.
Is that legal in football? Can you do that?
You just can't pass over the line. You can lateral backwards.
So technically, you could trick. Isn't that?
Oh yeah, those trick plays do. I just saw a trick play not too long ago. I forgot what team was doing it, but really successfully doing the receiver throwing to the fucking quarterback. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean every play is a trick play, but it's just once you get to televised football, no one's gonna let you do that. there's not enough room of error for you to allow. There's no space
Yeah.
there.
That'd be super cool. Though.
It's a movie thing, and also a way to trick little kids.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So like the flying V doesn't work.
That fuck you. That works every time.
What's the flying V? Is it wrestling?
Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, where they.
That one I don't know the references to.
It's silly.
Also, your references are dated, is what you're saying.
Sometimes I watch a lot of Pop Warner shows. I mean, Pop Warner, pop culture.
Warner.
Watch a lot of pop
A lot
culture.
of flag football, bro. A lot of flag football.
I'm sorry. What was you?
Oh, nothing.
I had. Please tell me if I asked you this already because it mixed in with Zero's notes. But how do you think the audience perceives you? Did I already ask that?
Yeah, you did.
Shit.
And I didn't have a great answer to that.
No,
either.
it's okay.
Actually, I can tell you how I perceived you. Very, because I remember seeing you and then going, "Oh, who the fuck is this kid?" Because like there's a handful of us that have been doing this for a while that kind of know who's doing what where. You know, I'm not saying everyone knows everyone, but there's a handful of people, especially the people that I came up with, that know the general area. And then you popped up, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" Like, he's funny. Like, I wouldn't say you were nervous on stage. It didn't seem like stage fright was an issue for you, and but very, what did you say? Dust in the wind kind of vibe. Very like, I'm a leaf on the wind. You know, this is where we go.
I'll tell you what, being comfortable on stage totally comes from if the audience looks like they're vibing with me. Absolutely. If I feel like I'm not doing well, I show it. Like I can't like. Sometimes I let it show that I'm not doing well, and I like.
But it's not lashing out. It's more self-doubt.
Oh, yeah, more self-doubt. Way more self-doubt.
Okay.
Way more self-doubt. But if I'm doing well, which is why I really like the Hideaway, because the people there totally pay attention. They give you a chance. Like they absolutely. Give
And
you
if
a
you
chance.
fuck it up, that's totally on you.
Yeah.
I actually get in that. I have a pet
I've done
peeve.
both. What is it?
When and I do it myself sometimes too. But when especially at the Hideaway, when everyone's paying attention and you have your shot to get them, and if you don't get them and they don't like you, that's on you. Like the Hideaway is really it's all on you. I remember we had a guy, the surfer guy with the long hair. Oh yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, we had a guy who was here. He came. He did it once, and he did really well that first time. He got cocky, came back the second time, and fucking bombed. I don't know if you were there.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, but he bombed real hard, and he was angry. He went upstairs. He was complaining about how the audience didn't get it, and it's all their fault. And he was complaining, like he was getting mad at them on stage.
Was this like his second time
It
doing
was his second
stand-up?
time doing it. So the first time it went so well, he thought like, "Oh, I'm Eddie Murphy," and then he just went along, but he didn't, you know.
Yeah, you can't be that way.
Yeah.
That's, hey, if it's your first time doing it and you kill, you might be Eddie Murphy. You fucking might be. Who knows? But
It's not the audience's
yeah,
fault.
You might be Eddie Murphy, but you shouldn't bank on that.
absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. But that guy was he doesn't have the right mind for stand-up.
No, and he sketched me out that night anyway. It was very strange, but
Weird. Yeah, it's weird how people kind of stink.
He's not self-aware.
Socially. Yeah. That.
well, he felt. I don't know. What before I say anything, do you remember who I'm talking about?
I think so. He's a weird dude in the jacket and like the denim, and he was just
The beer.
odd.
Remember the beer?
No.
Okay.
no.
So I was setting up for
Give
the
a
show.
name. What's his name?
I don't
I would if I could.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of this guy.
I don't remember his name, but it was just odd. Like I was setting up the show. He came over to me and he was like, "Hey man, here's some. Can you give me some beers?" And I was like, "You're a grown man. What do you mean?" And he was like, "I forgot my ID." And there was just a vibe that was uncomfortable. And so after that, it was like before that moment, he was just a guy who did well that first time. And then after that, it got weird. And then seeing what he did on stage and lashing out, and then him never coming back again really said a lot. But yeah, people have gotten, I don't know, there's something about running mics where people get very weird. It's very strange.
Some people think they're better than they are when they shows that they aren't, and they see that they aren't, and they have to face it. They can't handle it. The guy can't handle it.
Hey, Jackson. Have you ever...
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight? Have you?
No, not really. Not really.
Brothers and sisters?
I have 4 sisters.
Oh, so you fucked them up.
Yeah, my oldest sister, she loves to wrestle. She's a rascal, and she's completely Mexican. We have different dads. I'm half Mexican. She's full Mexican, and she's pretty short. and she is a butch lesbian. So she looks like my 9-year-old little brother. Like, it's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
And she loves to fight me when she gets drunk. It's great. It's fun.
Nice.
It's more of a vacation thing.
Gotcha. So it's this. You've never been in like street fight.
No. The only time I ever came close was I was at the observatory in Santa Ana, and I was at a Metro Boomin show, and I was with a couple friends, and I'm with a friend who he's a smaller man. You know, he's not the biggest of the guys, and I look to my left, and he is like arguing and getting in this guy's face, and this guy's getting in his face, and this guy's like towering over him, and I just immediately knew that he is, you know, I don't know if it's short man syndrome, but like he has high temper, so I knew that it was not going to go well. He would have done something, and he would have got his fucking ass handed to him. So I immediately like just beelined it to the guy, and I fucking pushed him out of the way, and I was like, "Yo, like no, like, you're not gonna, like you're not doing this. If you're gonna hit anybody, you're fucking hitting me. We're fighting right now." And I like right after I said that, I really sized him up. And I was like,
"It was a mistake."
Yeah, like this can't happen. This can't happen. So he's still like luckily he didn't just fucking start hitting me, and he was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Calm down, like just calm down, man. Just fucking calm down. We don't need to do this." And then security took us both out.
Okay.
Yeah. My friends were like holding me back as I'm saying like, "Calm down. I don't want to hit you. I don't want to fight." And nothing happened. He was outside yelling. He was crazy. He was wild. He was a little wild.
Yeah.
Kept hitting. He kept like dancing with his elbows, and he kept hitting people with his elbows. So my friend Cody said something,
and here we are.
Yeah. And I felt like a G. I felt like a fucking like I was protecting my friend. It was funny. It was kind of funny afterwards. We got a little closer from that, a little brotherly love from there.
Yeah.
But
oh man, I don't know. I'm just. You're a fascinating person to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even the shrug and the like, yeah. It's just I don't know, man. It's a funny energy.
I just want to be a nice person.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
And funny. That's it.
I definitely respect your mentality. It's a mentality that I wish to adopt in my life more. I just have no idea how you do it.
I don't know. I always figured growing up, I was always like, when I decided I kind of don't believe in God, but I still felt like.
Is that my issue? Because I believe in God? Should I quit that?
I just felt like you didn't need to believe in God to have those same values.
Yeah.
And like be a good person.
Yeah.
And I also just didn't truly believe at the time. Still kind of don't. So I don't know if I'm agnostic or I'm not like a fucking atheist or anything, but I guess
agnostic's probably the best term for it.
But I just wanted to be a good person, but not have to worry about like someone fucking always like looking down on me and fucking
like it's your decision.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And when someone slights you, do you feel any sort of animosity, or is it just like, well, I guess that happened?
Both. Sometimes I get some bad road rage, mostly on the road. I'm on the road a lot. I drive, so that's why I'm on the road a lot. But I usually get angry at bad drivers. That's like the most of myself getting mad is as angry at bad drivers. Like if somebody's in a fucking right turning lane where you don't like, they're stopping and watching the traffic go, but they have a whole lane to just keep going forward. It's the worst. It's the worst thing in the world.
It's people being inconsiderate, and it's so like indicative of just kind of a lot of LA culture. Just we're so egocentric. Everything's so about us that it's like I don't care if you have to get in the lane. This is the way I'm going. Like, and it annoys me as well because driving in Hawaii is night and day different.
Is it crazy or is it easy?
It's in terms of just volume, it's kind of the same amount of traffic, but people, when you signal, don't speed up to cut you off.
Oh, that's great.
They let you in.
Beautiful.
And then when they let you in, there's always a wave exchange. Everyone says thank you. Like everyone's stressed the fuck out, but it's so again indicative of Hawaii's culture, where it's people and culture, and we're all together. We all don't want to be here. Yeah, get in your lane so you can get home quicker, kind of thing. It's very community feeling, and it's just driving in LA for almost 10 years now has, I think, changed me as a person, and not for the better.
It's one of the most stressful things you could do is driving in LA.
It's scary too, especially on the 101.
Or even here around here, man. The Riverside can be fucking dog shit.
Yeah. You got people that think they know the streets. That's why, and then they're like, "Oh wait, I haven't driven in rain in 2 years."
Jeez. Is there a comic that you want to not emulate but be similar to? Is there a person that you're like, I hope my style is kind of like them?
Right now, I'm really digging Gary Shandling. If you ever seen his documentary on HBO, it's a Judd Apatow film. Awesome, really great. I've been actually in the middle of it. I haven't finished it. It's pretty long. It's like 4 hours long. It's 2 parts. But
I know that. Oh, what is it about Gary Shandling you want to be like?
Well,
Bill Gates, another great documentary, by the way. BT Dub. Bill Gates has one on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, where is it?
Lit.
Well, I'll check it out. I'm a bit of an Apple guy. I'm not a big Microsoft head, but
Is it about him?
It's about him. It's not really about Microsoft. Like Microsoft's mentioned, because obviously Bill
Yeah.
Gates, but it's a fascinating look into what it takes to be a successful, semi-well-adjusted CEO of a company, and how smart you have to be to constantly innovate. It's very fascinating.
Inside
Almost
the
inspiring,
brain.
I would say.
Nice.
For me, at least. Like, oh shit, I'm dumb.
I could be doing so much more.
Yeah, really.
What I really like about Gary Shandling is his writing. I guess I don't know, writing process. His jokes are so clean and just no excess shit. It's set up punchline. That is kind of like like Mark Norman. Now you ever watch Mark Norman?
Yeah.
He's awesome, just fucking straight stand up guy.
You're like a writer. I guess that makes sense because you said you wanted to be a writer.
I mean, somewhat. Gary Shandling, I like his career path too, where he just became a huge stand-up, and then he was up for like hosting the Tonight Show, but he just did his own show about having a late night show. It was on HBO. It's called the Larry Sanders Show. Absolutely recommend it. One of the best shows. There's great acting, great characters in that show.
So it sounds like, okay, if I'm gonna bounce your personality off of my own, because I'm self-centered. But it sounds like this is far less of an emotional thing, more of like a craft, and you like technique, and you think that part is interesting in comedy. That seems to be what drives you, less than like a expression of emotions in any way.
One thing I do like about him is that all of his shit's emotional.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of his jokes are relationship jokes. A lot of them, and it is easy, not easy all the time, but it's a good tool to source or to mine from your relationships, to mine from your actual personal life. You guys know this. You guys are comics.
Yeah.
It's what people relate to.
Would you call your comedy especially emotional or emotion driven?
I don't think about it that much, man.
Right.
I shouldn't have to think about it that much.
No, that's all good. This is just my brain asking your brain questions.
Dude, I see. This is what I'm afraid of. I'm such a bad talker. Like I need to read more books. I do. I don't know enough words.
What's the last book you read?
Where the Wild Ones Are? Island of the Blue Dolphins.
I'm in the middle of
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
For 2 years, I've been trying to read this fucking book about the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo.
2 years.
Yeah, it's taken me so long. I can't remember the fucking name of the book.
Yeah, it's now Sega Exodus.
What makes it hard for you to read?
There's just one chapter, bro, about the history of Nintendo that I cannot get through. And I love Nintendo. I'm reading this book for Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo head.
It's just boring.
It's one chapter is boring that I can't get through. I should just fucking skip it. But
see, okay, so no, I'm all right. I think I can predict what your answer is going to be.
all right.
All right, this will be fun.
You should put it in an envelope like a magic trick.
In fact, yeah. Can you guys keep talking?
No, he just said he's a terrible talker. How dare you?
Yeah, but you're the other
It's
host.
like, hey, can you drive? No.
We can give it a shot.
We can
Give it a
try.
shot.
We should just stay silent while he writes it and just start guessing. It's an R.
That's where
an
I'm
R.
most comfortable.
What did you, when you were growing up, because how old are you? You said you're 26?
I'm 24.
24. So what was your child, like what kind of cartoons did you consume? That's how I gauge people. It's like, what were your childhood cartoons?
I watched SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, but like almost at the same time I was watching those, I was watching like Jackass, and
Stop.
oh puppy.
Someone's home.
What's the dog's name?
That's Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Well,
Chill. Stop. Jesus, we're
Tom's,
recording,
Tom's,
sir.
Tom's very cute, I will say. What? I'm not going to give Tom any more attention. No, dude. The one thing that I absolutely loved as a kid was watching Jackass. Like Jackass was the biggest thing for me as a kid.
Jackass was the biggest thing on TV for a while. That was crazy that they were like, we're gonna make movies off of this.
Well, I pretty much didn't start watching it until after that first movie, because the first thing I ever saw was that first movie on just DVD, renting it, and then I ended up renting the movies. I mean, the DVDs of the show. But as a kid, I watched whatever I want. I watched Family Guy at a very young age. It was super like second grade. I'm in second grade. I love Family Guy. Like, absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite shows. That's probably what I like that more than the Nickelodeon stuff. Aaron seems ready.
That's fair. It's like, talk to me, call me.
I'm so excited for this. Okay, so here's my question. Say what you need to say, then I'll tell you what my quote is.
We got to get to the show, so we got to wrap this up too with your question.
Okay, so you're super zen, and I'm pretty all over the place mentally and emotionally. Like, there'll be times when I'm really, really good, and times I'm really, really bad, and just in the way I interact with people and my thought process and comedy and all of that stuff. How do you perceive me? Because you've heard all the stuff I perceive you as. Like, how do you perceive me?
I perceive you, honestly, like...
Sorry.
I know it's going to be what you have on there. Kind of how you see me now, and now how you see, like...
Aaron just drew a dick, for the record. He just drew one giant cock.
I've always thought you were a pretty damn easygoing, cool guy.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Like, like really not confrontational at all. Especially by like the way you put yourself out on stage, man. Like, you're really just want to connect with people and not really like, as far as like, I don't see you getting mad at people ever. Like, you don't. I don't see you lashing out at fucking audience members.
You haven't.
I haven't been around enough, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I freak out.
Absolutely, I see you as like a pretty chill guy.
Okay.
Maybe it's the dreads.
All right, you ready for the quote? Here's what I thought you were gonna say.
See, dick. I told you.
All right, I thought you were gonna say, I don't know, man, and then in parentheses, shrugs. I think it's cool that you're just being you when you talk. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Well, that wasn't too far from.
No more coffee for Aaron Chase. Jesus Christ.
You're just so neutral about this stuff.
I don't like taking sides.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Why?
Because I don't care.
Oh,
okay. I
Word.
don't care, man. I don't fucking care. I'm not into politics. I really don't pay attention to it too much. I had to stop watching SNL for a year because it was just too much.
All Trump. Yeah.
Yeah. However, this season's pretty fucking good.
Eddie Murphy. We'll talk about it at the end because we got to go to the show.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. To wrap this up.
Hey, Jackson Lind,
Yeah.
where are you performing soon?
I am performing February 16th. I have a show of a Dave McNeary show
Nice.
at the Ice House. Sunday. I believe those are Sundays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the March 4th.
March 3rd.
March 3rd, baby. Yeah, March 3rd, man. I'm so excited for that. I'm going to try to get as many people as there as I can. And, I'm local. I'm from Rancho, so.
He's going to be at the Improv in
I'll
case
try.
anyone didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say
The
improv.
Ontario Improv.
Ontario Improv.
Ontario Improv.
Ontario Improv with the buddy system,
Yeah.
which I did. I honestly, I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit, but
Oh, no, talk about what?
no,
we
just
got
the buddy system a little bit. I don't know too much about the buddy system, how you guys started, but this is, we could do this another time.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you how we started. And then actually there's like his version and then my version. And you got to get both and
All right.
pick and choose from it. But we'll do that later. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got to get going. Where can they find you on Instagram, on Grindr, on, I don't know, YouPorn?
Well, on Instagram, you can find me at JacksonLind69. That is my Instagram handle. And at Grindr, you can find me at JacksonLind69. It's also my Grindr.
Capital D.
Capital D with
Capital D at the end.
With it's actually smaller than a lowercase d. No, I don't have a Grindr.
Oh. That's a lie.
I'm
All right,
here.
guys. Thanks for listening. It's been another episode of the Buddycast with Mr. Jackson Land.
Thank you, guys.
Aaron Chase at Aaron Chase 91. I'm at the George F. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.